Welcome back to this YouTube channel. It's your boy Citizen QWADJO. If there's the first time you're seeing this face on your screen, can you subscribe, like, share, comment as well, because you know your comments are always welcome on this YouTube channel. You know, on this channel we only talk about developmental issues that are going to develop our various countries, and then Africa as a continent. That is what we talk about on this YouTube channel. I've always said that going with that notion that Africa is poor is a fallacy. I won't go by that, because a continent full of natural resources, full of talent, why should we be considered as poor? But as usual, these few cartel of people by name greedy politicians just amass wealth for themselves and their unborn generations, leaving the masses to struggle. And that's why Africa has always been considered as poor. There have been this trending issue that every living Ghanaian is talking about, and it hurts so much that we live in a country, in a continent today, that generational thinkers are not leading. Those with wisdom are not leading. They don't have the voice, and those without wisdom have the money, so they have the voice. It hurts. Why am I saying this? Ghana have been able to discover lithium in, I think, Volta region, a part of Central region, and I think Eastern region as well. What is lithium? I learned that it is what, you know, the world is really changing. Technology is changing the world. And so now I think Tesla has even started. They are producing electronic cars, and they are using this mineral to, you know, produce these cars. And glory be to God, Ghana has been able to discover this mineral by name lithium in our soil from Eastern region, Volta region, and part of Central region, I guess. I think so, yes. And do you know the most annoying thing? Instead of us to add value to this mineral, you know, we have millions upon millions that we are going to get from this mineral, because electronic cars have now, you know, it's now coming up. Countries, you know, automobile companies have now started getting into it. So finding this mineral in our soil, it is supposed to be the breakthrough for us as a country. Because in fact, if we even want to mine our own thing and start producing electronic cars, we can't, because we have Kantanka automobile over here. The government just need to invest into it for it to be able to employ millions of Ghanaians who are unemployed. Because I know, you know, Ghana would have taken this opportunity to become the first country in Africa to start producing electronic cars. Oh yes, because we have the mineral, we have everything that we can use to produce these electronic cars. But guess what? As usual, as greedy as our politicians are, they've sold this mineral to an Australian company for an amount of $150 million. Just $150 million. You heard me right. This mineral, which is supposed to be the backbone, or which is supposed to be the new backbone of even our unborn generations, has been sold by these greedy politicians that we have to an Australian company, and they've taken $150 million. Now, moving on from there, let's either $150 million or $150 billion, yes. And Ghana is getting only 10% of it. Only 10% from everything that they are going to mine over here. And I ask myself, you go into it, you read the document, and then it's like, it's saying that we don't have what it takes to mine it. That is the most stupid thing I will ever hear from any reasonable politician. We don't have the men to mine it. We don't have, the resources to mine it. It is the most stupid thing you will ever hear. To what extent will Australia, will US, will Britain, will any developed country sell their resources to other people from other countries, all in the name of we don't have people to mine it? What stops Ghana? How much will it take the government of Ghana to sponsor people to go and learn how to mine it, come back, mine it, start producing electronic cars here in our country, employ millions of people, developed the country, reduce unemployment, which is leading to a whole lot of mess in our country today? What was stopping government to invest in people, for people to go and learn and come back? So that's, as I said, it is the most stupid thing. The most stupid thing to hear is we don't have the people to mine it. We don't have the resources to start mining it. It is the most stupid thing that any politician will tell us today as citizens. We've sold our natural resources, things that are supposed to be, to be the benefit of even unborn generations, have been sold to foreigners for this little amount of money. And today, no politician wants to talk about it. They are happy because of someone's I said Ghana, when immediately they share 10%, they are happy. If a politician will sell the entire country and gets 10%, immediately they hear 10%, they're happy. They will sell. They just don't care. They will sell everything. It's heard today that the oil that we are mining, we get only 10%. The gold that is being mined over here, we get only 5% from it. Now, the lithium that we've been able to discover now, we are getting just 10%. Are we stupid? Which kind of leaders do we have as meanwhile, these people have been able to go through school. They know the in and out of every document. They know everything. But education is not part of their life. No, they don't have education. They only went through school. They just went through schooling. They don't have education, because if you have education, you will know that you should be a generation thinker to amass wealth for the unborn generations. But you sold the natural resources, which is supposed to be the new backbone of Ghana's wealth, to foreigners. They are mining, and then we are getting just 10% out of it. I learned they said if we want to get either 15 or 25% of it, we need to add more money. We have to go and sell our own natural resources. We have to add money to it before we can get an increment in the percentage we are supposed to get. Something that belongs to us. So are you trying to tell me that Ghana doesn't have $150 million or $150 billion? And that is why we've sold this to foreigners. And that is why we've sold our pride, our dignity, our natural resources, our future to people who don't just care about us. And you call these people leaders. And these stupid people will wake up tomorrow and be telling us that we should fix our attitudes. We should fix our attitudes. They should fix this. If we are supposed to fix attitude, as they are claiming, they are supposed to fix theirs first. Because from this, their attitude needs to be fixed. From this mess, your attitudes need to be fixed. Because it hurts so much that if you are saying that we should fix our attitude, what stopped you from fixing your attitude? And by that I mean that what stopped you from helping people or developing people to start mining our own resource, providing because look, these people who are going to start, these Australians who are going to start mining the lithium, they are not going to employ Ghanaians. And if they will employ Ghanaians, they wouldn't be up to 1,000. Meanwhile, if we were supposed to mine our own thing, we could employ millions. Because from this, those who are going to mine are going to employ them. Those who are going to use it to produce electronic cars, we would have gotten millions from it. But our leaders are so greedy. They just want to have that 10% and that is it. They just don't care about the unborn generations.